Sorry, Daniel. All right, we're running late, but we're here. You're missing out on some qualifying action. Here's the Learjet on screen. Here's my splash screen again. We've hightailed it from Phillip Island all the way back to our broadcast studio and jumped in and hit the live button and realised we've actually got a couple of stream issues. So yeah, it wouldn't be Thrillhouse without a couple of dramas for sure. But look, welcome. This is the final round of the TART Touring Car Championship Season 1, where we've sort of licked the stamp and sent it, and we just figure it out as we go. And qualifying is going on at the moment, so let's get you back live. Let's see if we can get some graphics up on screen. That's the issue. Here we go, graphics up on stream and the Learjet 121.421. One hand, 3 toes, and a nutsack on that championship title. And tonight we decide who will become the TART Touring Car Championship champion. We're here at Laguna Seca. And the issue that we have at the moment is that we cannot control what graphics you see on screen. So the Learjet, championship leader, he's on pole position. Brady McHugh makes a comeback on P2. It's Chris Noble, P3. Daniel Hedderscheid, welcome to Thrillhouse. He's in P4 with his teammate in P5. Foster, I thought he wasn't going to make the final round. There he is. Ryan Howe, he hasn't had a great qualifying there. He really needed a better qualifying session. He's down in P7. Andrew Smith, he takes out P8 with Sammy Collins and Rob Bowden taking out 9 and 10. It's Sammy Stride who will take out 11 with Matty English, Chris Barnes, Jordan Knockholds, Mr. Harriet, Mr. Don. Kelly makes a return with Blackie Calvert, and they are your 19 drivers for the final round of the TART Touring Car Championship here at Laguna Seca. Let's kill some Night Ride FM, and we're just going to crack straight into it. We are sorry that we're delayed on this one, and thanks Howie for tuning in on YouTube. Thank you everyone who's watching, 10 viewers. Yeah, we've been at Phillip Island all day in the beautiful sunshine watching our DSO Lee Partridge kick around in his Formula V, and we've come back gone, alright, she should be all fine, and she's not all fine. We've got overlay issues, and I guess the upside is that SDK do get to watch the stream back and see the issue that we're dealing with. So the issue that we've got here is that I have no control over the stream overlay. It is my good friend James Shepherd controlling the cameras tonight, who has control of them, but we don't have buttons mapped for him to do it. So just bear with us. Let's concentrate on the racing. Not worry so much about all the little graphics and everything on stream, although it is showing us what we need to see at the moment. Lights are out. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light. It all comes down to this as we're away for the final round of the TART Touring Car Championship. Boy, that's loud in my ear, but that's good because that's a whole bunch of Audis heading down into turn 1 for the first time. Brady McHugh gets a ripper start, and Ashley Lair, he's going to have to assume the role in P2. Where'd you come from, Brady McHugh? Where have you been? He's got pace to burn, and he's made a great start. It's a very clean start from everybody, actually, as we look back here at our championship leader, Ashley Lair. He only needs 220-odd points to wrap this one up, and he's sitting in the box seat right now. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to this one. I've been looking forward to this all week. I left Lee Partridge to load up the Formula V by himself, so I could drive the hour back to my house and get this underway. So it's been short and sweet. We wanted to talk a little bit about things before we went live, but hey, who needs that? Let's just crack into the racing, and this is a very clean start from everybody. A beautiful start. All the protagonists are up there, and have a look at Reed, Scotty Reed. Happy birthday, Scotty Reed, sitting in P4 at the moment in the Satellite Racing Team car. That's a beautiful start from him. Lap 2. McHugh leads the Learjet from Noble, Reed, Foster, Heddershide. Welcome to Thrillhouse, Daniel Heddershide. Racing's beautiful at the front at the moment. We're on board with the Learjet. Just keeping watching brief. We've got an instant replay here. We got our replays working. We just have a look at the start here. And oh no, it's one of the tanked SRT cars getting into Jordan Knockholz and the Chill Out Motorsport entry. So unfortunate. And look at the view, he got the replays working. If anything, we've got replays working. So we've sacrificed one thing and we've got another. Harriet's on the radio apologising there, and it looks like we've had a little bit of drama back down the field as we see English. Harriet moving down spots there. Through the corkscrew we go. And he's rejoined in front of Jordan Knockholz, who had that spin at the start. Noble all over the back of the Learjet. Bowden down in P7. So the Alpha Racing Team boys are on here for second in the championship. But they're going to go for the outright win. Beautiful move by Noble. Gets it done. This is damage control here from the Learjet. He just needs to be there or thereabouts to get the championship. How he's lighting up in the chat. He's loving that move. Noble gets down the inside of Learjet, and we're going to go back to an instant replay. Check this one out. Noble holds the tighter line. Got the toe, popped out, and just laid on the brakes into the turn one. And tucks in behind Brady McHugh. Little lock of the wheels. Covers him off. Beautiful manoeuvre. Back to live. And these three are starting to gap away a little bit. Reed's keeping them honest. And it looks like Daniel Heddershide's gone down a few. Can't tell you how many spots he's lost. We've got the 0 stops up there. And that's just relative to the mandatory pit stops everyone's got to take. So you'll see that Collins and English have already pitted. And unfortunately, I can't bring up any championship points or anything. You're just going to have to take my word for it. And Noble gets into Brady McHugh. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, gets into him. What's going to happen? Noble didn't need to do that. He needed to keep it clean. And Brady has been offloaded from the lead. Welcome back to Thrillhouse, mate. You're not going to be happy about that one. Noble. He eased up. He was like, am I going to redress it? No, you're way off. I'm just going to punch on and take the penalty, I think. So, we're race control. They'll be looking at that one there. And McHugh's coming on the radio. He won't be happy with that one. Noble assumes P1. Reed, P2. He's doing an exceptional job. Remember, Scotty Reed took out a reverse grid race, and now he's fighting up with the leaders. So, exceptional pace from Scotty Reed. Learjet's back down in fourth now as Foster gets by. And he's got another Alpha Racing car behind him in Ryan Howe, who's got Rob Bowden, P2 in the championship, all over his clacker. Oh, as they go down through the corkscrew. These guys are, listen to the stones underneath the chassis of that car. So people have been sort of getting a little bit loose through there, but this is beautiful racing up the front. Please let me know that the audio levels are okay. I really did just lick the stamp and send it when we went live. And we've had action already. And the witness mark is on the front of that Alpha Racing Team car up in P1 at the moment. The big check up into the final bend. Noble had nowhere to go but get into the back of Brady. And that's brought everybody back into contention now as he hesitated a little bit. So lap 5, Noble leads Reed, leads Foster, Learjet, Howe, Bowden, and Andrew Smith was in the 7 that came through there. And Noble's just cracking on with it. And Race Control will be having a chat. Big thank you and a big welcome to Craig Scholes in Race Control tonight while Lee Partridge is off real race car driving at Phillip Island. We're back on board with Chris Noble looking back at Scotty Reed. These guys have had a couple of ripper battles over the last couple of rounds. And Lee Partridge had some ripper battles today at Phillip Island. Qualified P10 yesterday and gained 5 spots in race 1. Had a little issue being stuck behind a car spewing oil in race 2. Came away with a P8. And a shortened feature race today. He gained 2 spots and got a P6. So well done, Lee Partridge. That's a great first outing for your new car. As we're on board with with Flame Cam, or as the people on the other side of the ditch like to call Barbecue Cam. We see you. Feel free to copy some of our stream dramas as well. Offload that from us. That would be great. And Ryan Howe, he's Gap Foster as well. So Noble, the Learjet, and Howe, they're your championship protagonists. Rob Bowden, 0-0 Bouts, and Mr. Edward Foster. He's come onto the scene in a big way, hasn't he? Shown a lot of pace out the gate. And the brand new livery for this round, and they may rock this one into Season 2 as well. And he brought his teammate, Daniel Hedderscheid, on, who's currently sitting in P11 at the moment. Fastest lap of the race is Chris Noble. 122.106 at the moment out in front. And we will check in very shortly with race control. This is the 20-lap race with a mandatory pit stop, by the way. We really didn't get much time to breathe before the start of this one. We tried our best to get everything going, but we're just sending it as it is at the moment. Everything looks okay to me. Tony Don, Jordan Knockholds, Brady McHugh, Sammy Collins, Matty English, and Peter Kelly have all taken pit stops. In fact, you'll find Kelly has actually retired that car as Rob Bowden pits lap 6, getting out of the traffic. Wise move. Noble's cracking on with it. And he's got Matty English up ahead, so they're catching back markers already. Hasn't really been a great round for the Chill Out Motorsport guys, who after round 5, we're going to an instant replay, guys, which is glitching out on me quite heavily, of Daniel Hedderscheid. Not sure why that's glitching out. We might want to just go back to live there, Sunshine. Yeah, bit of a weird one tonight. We've got all sorts of little dramas. We've got the replays working, but then Noble slows up. So what's going on here? That was easy pickings for Scotty Reed. And Scotty, the satellite racing driver, has assumed the lead. We'll turn the volume up of the race cars for you there, mate. Lap 8. Reed, Noble, Learjet, Howe. Championship protagonists all up the front. Going to another replay, but it's just glitching out again. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Not sure what's going on there. Oh, SDK, I love you. But I do not know what's going on with the stream. We'll just take a little break from the action. Be back very shortly. All right, we're back. And guess what? We're controlling SDK again. Yes, all right. I'm a happy man. I get to push all my little buttons now. On board with Rob Bowden. He's down 2 spots. Happy days. All right, we're on lap 9. We were looking at Ashley Learjet at the moment. He's down 3 spots from the start. And watching a replay here at the moment. Scotty Reed out in front. On board. So he's a master of the dirt, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's found lightning pace in the Audi. Up this beautiful, sexy little hill. Under this little bridge. Kiss the tip of this. Oof. Up the hill towards the corkscrew. King's left to King's right. He's doing a beautiful job. Reed, Noble, Power, Learjet. We've got 2 peeling off. It's Foster and Smith from P5 and P6. They go in. Lap 11. So about half the field's pitted now. Rob Bowden, he's the man to watch. He was caught in that train. Felt like he was being slowed up. Boxed early. He's fueled to the end. He's got plenty of go juice in the back of that Audi. And he's currently chasing down Mr. Jeff Calvert. He's had a great little season with us, actually. He's doing really well. Shout out to you, Jeff. Your mate Tony Powell's going to come join us very shortly. Mr. Smith rejoins, has to rejoin. Here comes Jeff Calvert. Going to be a drag race here. He skips Foster in the pit lane. And gets out on track in front of Jet. So that was important. Bowden gets in front of Foster. And Smith gets up the road with a beautiful pit stop. And these are the little tactics that we love to see at Thrillhouse. When do you pull the trigger and go into pit lane? Where do you come out relative to everybody else? And these 4 are cracking on. Scotty Reed, Chris Noble, Ryan Howe and the Learjet. Learjet stays where he is. That'll be the championship, I do believe. And we'll check some points. My end. Unfortunately, I won't be able to bring them up on screen for you. I'll try my best. I had control of everything for a split second there, but I lost it again. So we're just going to leave things as they are. Because it's heavily distracting, heavily. And this is just an incredible drive, isn't it? Holding off the 3 guys who have been at it all season. Noble, Howe and the Learjet. Rob Bowden and Tank SRT boys. They're there or thereabouts as well. And he's on a completely alternate strategy. But Mr. Andrew Smith, Mr. Molecule, jumped him in pit lane as well. Through the corkscrew. He's so good through there. First time we came here with the Audis and Mr. Scotty Reed jumped in a 410 sprint car. And he boxes. In fact, the 3 of them go in. This is going to be the lap of your life, Ashley Laird. You need to gap it. Run like the wind, son. Championship leader, leading by a couple 100 points. Assumes the lead of the race. Reed, Noble, Howe, all in pit lane. Noble's out. Noble jumps Reed. That's just them in the pit lane. Banging on the limiter. There they go. It's a drag race. They're neck and neck. And who gets it? Scotty gets it. Noble yields. Oh, amazing. What beautiful pit stop from these three drivers. Absolutely nailed it to perfection. Heddershide enters pit lane from the lead. Although I think that could be a bit of a timing glitch there. I'm not too sure why Mr. Heddershide has assumed the lead of the race. In fact, there it goes there. So just a little timing glitch. I thought but Daniel had done the lap of a lifetime and jumped everybody. So everybody is pitted now. The last to pit is Ashley Laird. Does he box now to cover them off? He does. Smart thinking. Gave himself some clear air. Quick lap. We won't know exactly how quick that lap was relative to everybody else now as they come down into the corkscrew. Through the corkscrew. And Scotty Reed. Look at how much of the track he uses. Right onto the apex. He's just using so much more of the track than everybody else. And he's got amazing pace here. And what a time to show it in the final round of the TART Touring Car Championship. We're 3/4 of the way through this one as we're about to start lap 15. The Learjet's rolling, but they breeze on by. Now, it's a tight pit exit here, so he might get a little bit of a gain. He smacks out a couple of cones. He's not messing around. And the overcut has not worked, and they breeze on by, but he is still in the fight. That is a beautiful pit stop exchange from these four. Unreal. And Bowden's in P5 and he's just lost contact with them, so he just doesn't quite have the pace of these guys. In fact, there's daylight, that absolute daylight between Bowden and the other four. So currently P2 in the championship. That will change at the end of this race if everything stays where they are now. We will check in with race control later to see what happens with Chris Noble with that contact with Brady McHugh. He's back down in 10th spot at the moment. Down into the corkscrew again, lap 14. Howie wants to know how Stridey's doing. Stridey's down in P8 at the moment, behind Mr. Molecule, Andrew Smith. It looks like Foster's got by Andrew recently and taken P6, so... The Notario de Sport guys. P6, P12. Lap 15. 5 laps to go in this 20-lap feature race. Stick around. We've got a reverse grid race after this. And the way things are going now, it's going to be very tight at the top end of town for the championship. And at the moment, this will not guarantee Stridey the championship in this race, just looking at points now. So it will come down to the final race. And these four absolutely broken away. What could have been for Brady McHugh. Through the corkscrew. Oh, the car just looks so beautiful through there. Noble he's had a relatively clean season, so he will be spewing about that. In fact, at Watkins Glen, so unfortunate, manhole cover sent him to Mars, and undid a lot of the work he had been doing. He started this season leading the championship, but the back end has belonged to Ashley Laird. We start lap 16, and Mr. Satellite Racing Team, Scotty Reed, out of the 410 and into the Audi. one of our oldest serving members of Thrillhouse, and he's leading the final feature race of Season 1. And he's not doing it out of sheer luck of a reverse grid race. He's doing it in outright speed, holding off the 3 guys who have been battling all season. And it's just so awesome to see these guys put in the time and find that additional few tenths. Oh, he makes a meal of that one. He goes extremely wide. He keeps his foot up it. Oh, and he takes out Ryan here. Oh, my God. Oh, dude. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. And that's going to give Noble and Lear a free kick into the final race. He tried to keep his foot up it. And he was holding off for so long, but I do feel the commentator's curse has fallen upon Mr. Scotty Reed, and he will be feeling very, very bad for taking out his friend, Mr. Ryan Howe. And the 2 of them are limping back, crabbing, lone engine. These cars were broken, bent, and that is really unfortunate. Really unfortunate rejoin. And they box. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. And Stridey and Brady will be thinking, happy days. We'll take those spots. And Brady's recovered up to P7 now. Bowden. That puts him into a podium spot. It's going to be on between Noble and Bowden for P2 in the championship. I think we can say now that Mr. Learjet will become the Season 1 championship champion. Oh, God, I'm shaking. That was amazing. Oh, I mean, I feel so bad for Scotty Reed. We've been talking him up. But that's just unfortunate. Your heart sinks. That's not how you want to see the final round go. And here comes Noble raging up onto the back of Matty English. He's put in a lot of laps here, but I think he's been caught in a bit of drama. And he'll be wise to it. He'll see at the blue flags waving. These guys come round to start lap 18 of the 20-lap feature race. Noble leads the Learjet from Bowden, Foster and Smith. And Harry and English having a great little battle here for the minors. Thank you everybody for tuning in, 11 viewers. So we've had a great solid little outing here, and I just want to say a big shout out to Jasmine Beach, who having a few wheel issues and couldn't make it tonight. So hope wherever you're watching from, you're enjoying the racing and enjoying the drama as Brady McHugh makes quick mints of semi-stride. And now Barnes all over the back of Stridey as well. So Tank DSRT versus Aggressor Max Esports. Max Energy, Aggressor team with the Energy Sports. Guys, doing good. Doing heaps good. And Scotty fires in the chat. He is feeling very sick. And Learjet on the radio there. Scotty Reed very apologetic to Ryan Howe. They both have got out on track, I do believe. Oh, they look like they may have parked it actually. So they may have taken a fast repair. In fact, they're both out. So that is unfortunate for Ryan Howe, who's currently 4th in the championship and was looking to leapfrog this man you see on screen now, his teammate Chris Noble, out in front, and a commanding lead from the Learjet. Bowden's brought in a little bit of time now from Ashley Lair, but is holding down P3 at the moment. So I do feel that this will be our final order, and I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. And just what, Mr. Cameraman, can we try for a replay? Oh, we really want to see if we can get a replay of what happened to Scotty Reed and Ryan Howe. I know we've got some issues with SDK, but
yeah, let's...
great. Yeah, unfortunately, no. They're just in pit lane there. So, unfortunately, we can't show you a replay of the incident. But it was worth trying just to see if it would work. And we'll go back to live and we'll definitely get these all ironed out for Season 2. We're chipping away, making little gains, and we are a little frustrated at the moment here in the comms box. And it is showing, and I do apologise, guys. I know you come and watch this and watch the race, and I'm just a little bit disheartened, you know. Wanted to send it out with a bang, but at the same time, we really didn't give ourselves enough prep. We've got real lives and real motorsport to, you know, to attend to. So we do the best we can, and these guys have been putting on a great show all season. We're on the final lap now, and this guy doing a ripper job, holding off the Learjet, who went long, tried for the overcut, and assumed the roll back behind the three drivers who boxed on the same lap. And yeah, Scotty Reed, we saw you monster that curve, and just an unfortunate racing incident, that one. And Chris Noble, Mr. Alpha Racing Team, is going to enter the final bend now. Takes it easy, puts the foot down. And the final feature race goes to Chris Noble, Learjet in P2. Matty English crosses the line there. Rob Bowden will take P3. Foster, brilliant drive in P4. Well done, son. And Andrew Smith, Mr. Molecule, that's a beautiful drive. Come home in P5. Coming across the line now.
Yeah, got that fuel, buddy.
And there he goes. Trickles across the line. He ran out of fuel.
And yeah, sorry Ash, that was pretty shock. And I went to swap back in behind you, and you sort of were right there as I went to slide across to slot in behind you, and then I got down to the left grass and tried to stop myself from running into the side of it.
I saw you in the mirror. I thought you must have used your braking marker or something like that.
Yeah, as I sort of walked myself from the rear of your car, I just got all over the place with the brake, and then I hit something too hard and I got stuck.
So, what an action-packed race one that was.
Oh, mate, the cutting out. I knew it was actually, I was like, there was someone down the back, and we were all battling at 7, 8, or 8, it doesn't matter, but to take him out in one second, that was the team's, like, career in iRacing.
So it's Chris Noble who takes out Heat 1 with 300 points, followed by Ashley Lear, Rob Bowden, and Edward Foster. And just looking at everything now and looking at the points, that's all Ashley Lear needed to do. So, everybody put your hands together for the Season 1 TART Touring Car Championship champion. Say that 3 times fast. The Learjet's done it. That's all he needed to do. And we're gonna have a little chat to him just now. We'll try to. If he's listening to me, maybe he'll jump into the interview room so we can have a chat. We might just wait until the end of race 2. He usually drops in a little bit later. So let's unmute this guy, Mr. James Shepherd. James, how are you, mate?
Good man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can considering how frustrated I am at our streaming software at the moment. But I'm good. I've switched back to local mode so I can control it during the between races. So
Beautiful.
yeah, a little bit to unpack in that one. Obviously, Noble got into the back of Brady there. What was the skewers' decision on that one?
We need to look at it after the race because it's unclear whether or not Brady was going excessively slow on the because he's pulling a tighter line into that final corner to defend. And I also want to look at seeing if he accidentally missed a gear, because the contact was made beyond the apex, which to us it sort of looks like the sort of traditional thing where if you've missed a gear and you know the other guy hasn't, he's just going to rear end you. So we'll look at that after the race and dish out penalties as appropriate if required. But we didn't want to make any decisions to destroy the race up front while it was still going on. You know, Brady's not in championship contention, and he might have been in race contention, but there's a lot going on in the front of the championship that we need to keep in mind as well to make sure that we give the fair decision.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, with that round, if things are how they are, the Learjet does take out the championship with 2,530 points, and hopefully we can get him in for a bit of a chat before we go into race 2. But I think we'll save that one to the very end. But yeah, there was pretty awesome race up the front. Really unfortunate for Chris, for Scotty Reed, the birthday boy, to smash that apex and run a little wide, power back out onto the track. So Mr. Dirt tried to power out of that one, but I think he may have made a meal of that, and the innocent bystander Ryan Howe gets taken out.
Well, the interesting thing of that is that Ryan Howe's still yet to win a race this season, and it's come down to the wire, and he's in the box seat surely, without a mistake. Ryan's starting, somewhere near the front, probably on the front row. So 100%. He's my odds-on favourite to take this one. But yeah, I was a bit gutted for Scotty.
On for a second win, and to show that kind of pace as well, because his first win was from the reverse grid race, which, not to take anything away from him, but, there's a little bit of a difference between a feature race and a reverse grid race.
Exactly, and that's why I thought, man, this guy's he's on form now. Taking it to the front with Ashley Lear and Ryan Howe and Chris Noble, who are no slouches.
100%.
Yeah. So a bit gutted for him to throw it away after such a commanding drive. But what was it, 17 laps? He was just on form. One little mistake's all it needs. So, but these guys are human. We'll see some exciting racing for sure this race.
Yeah, I can't wait for the reverse grid race and to send this first season out in style. And we've overcome all the dramas that have been thrown our way, and credit to you and your beautiful camera work. And I'm gutted that we haven't got we had the replays going so well.
I don't know what's going on. Hopefully they can sort us out in the off season. We can work out all our niggly little issues. But
we are going to do some beta testing with them, which is very cool. So all good. Fingers crossed. Season 2 we'll have all that ironed out. But I'll let you get back to race control, buddy, and I'll go talk shit somewhere else.
Thanks, man. Dropped a few F-bombs. See ya.
Yeah, I need to. I know. All right. And just like that, Night Ride FM, it knows me so well. Big shout out to all our sponsors. James Shepherd, who you just heard from, runs SimInc, and he's been helping out with the series since day dot. So if you've got some wheel or a wheelbase that needs wrapping, you want some trophies for your series, check out sim.inc. That's a website, sim.inc. Big shout out to Lee Partridge, NPC Auto Speed. He's at Phillip Island with us today and running in the Formula V series there, and he's still running around dropping off trailers and race cars and trucks, and he's probably in an Uber right now, finally getting home. We said, you know what, mate, just don't bother turning up for this one. And a big shout out to Craig Scholes, who's jumped in the DSO hot seat and made the right call on the contact with Chris Noble and Brady McHugh. We'll let the race carry on, and we'll deal with that one post-race. And very close at the top end of town now. 8 points in it between Rob Bowden and Chris Noble. And really looking forward to this final race. Will Ryan Howe get his maiden win in the TART Touring Car Championship? He's in the box seat for the reverse grid race after getting taken out of race 1. He will hold on to 4th in the championship, from 5th spot down Sammy Collins. Everybody else relatively out of range of the top 4 who just gapped it away in the second half of the season. Big shout out to SRT Australia and Nathan Bennett importing sim racing components. Check out srt.com.au. And Pixelsaurus, Mark Curran. And we're getting ready for a race here. We're all gridding up. And I'm doing my usual thing in race 2 where I'm sort of running around like a headless chicken. Reverse grid race. Scotty Reed and Ryan Howe off the front row. It does say Jasmine Beach and me on the front row at the moment. But Jasmine's sitting there watching after a few wheel issues. So, final race of season 1. Just waiting for a couple more cars to grid up. And our flag marshal in the right hand there. Here we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Final race of season 1 and we're away. Ryan and Scotty, watch them to absolutely gap it from here. And Brady McHugh gets a really ordinary start and he's dropping spots. So it's Ryan who defends into turn 1. Scotty Reed. We've got one of the Tank SRT cars right off. Is he going to rejoin onto the track? Noble keeps it sort of casual and very well done there from Rob Bowden to avoid coming back onto the track, uses the pit lane to rejoin. So he's in the back with Chris Noble, our race winner from the feature race. And it's his teammate Ryan Howe and the guy that took him out of race 1. They're off the front. Scrap in, short, sharp and sweet reverse grid race. And I think Ryan's just been gifted a free kick here. We've been teasing him. You need a win. You haven't had a win all season. And he leads them all through the corkscrew for the first time. Harriet and English, who are in a great little battle in race 1. Their battle commences. And behind them is the rapid Sammy Collins in the SRT Australia car. And it is a great first lap from everybody. It looks like Mr. Molecule's had a drama and both the Tanked SRT cars are now off the back. And Blackie's had a bit of an issue as well. And here we go, Mr. Collins down into turn 1. Gets the move done on Matty English. Beautiful move. And he's going to crack on after Howe and Reed, who are up the road already. Oh, Jeff Calvert's had a drama in turn 1. The track goes left, sunshine, and you've gone right. That ain't right. Blackie makes a move. And Scotty Reed's gone wide. Finds a bit more dirt. Here comes Sammy Collins. He's going to go around the outside. Does he get it done? He does. And Scotty, he loves his dirt. He loves his 410s. The call of the wild has got to him a couple of times. Great to see the pace in this guy. A little bit more off-season practice, and this man will be gunning for a championship. He just needs to shake that off and stay in this man Sammy Collins' toe, who's been absolutely rapid all season. One of the cleanest, fastest drivers in our league, Sammy Collins. And the Learjet. Look at him go. Mincing through the field. And a few witness marks on the front of these cars. And Brady McHugh up to 8th spot already. And he's got Stridey for company. Lap 3, it's happening fast.
999.
And we got race control on the radio there. It looks like we've had an incident. Mr. Molecule on down P13 at the moment. Mr. Ryan Howe, he's checked out. I think we can forget about him for now. The battle for P2 is on though. Scotty Reed gets by Sammy Collins. So, Sammy, I picked him to be a bit quicker than Scotty Reed, but Scotty's put a move on him. He's just so rapid around here at Laguna Seca. You see him pitch a little bit of dirt there. He's using all of the track. Right out to the curb. Spanks that apex. Oh, look at this battle pack. Noble's up into P11. He's following the Learjet through the field. Stridey gets down the inside of Harriet. Holds Harriet a little bit wide. And here comes the speedy guys. They're going to absolutely chop him down the straight. Learjet's through. Noble's just going to follow him by. Harriet lifts the accelerator at that slight kink, and that's how quick it can happen. So from 7th down to 11th, 4 cars and 1 straight. It's competitive. These guys just putting on an absolute clinic on how it's done. Oh, Noble, right up the back of Foster. He's trying to follow Learjet through. Does he put a move on Foster? He's looking. Too far back. Chops it to second as they head up the hill. Howe's already at the corkscrew. Catch you later. He's off. Scotty Reed's off after him. Collins trying to hang on, but Scotty just showing incredible pace for this final round. Final bend. And Stridey played a big part of Watkins Glen. An unfortunate incident between him and Rob Bowden took him out of contention. And now it's beautiful to see these guys, teammates running together. Oh, big incident in the back. Huge incident in the back. Oh, and it looks like Barnes missed his brake marker coming out of pit lane and has crashed straight into Andrew Smith, who is on the racing line. So that's an unfortunate incident. We see Matthew Harriet in the background going off as well. And here's a battle that, here's a spicy little battle. Brady McHugh and Rob Bowden. One that we haven't really been treated to all season. These guys have got very similar pace. A little bit of a wiggle from Brady McHugh as they head up the hill. Challenging apex this one. They both nail it beautifully as they head up the hill to the corkscrew. It wiggles right, it wiggles left, but these guys break it in a straight line. Get the apex. Wait for it. Touch that one too and get on the power. And Bowden, what a move. He's going to shake him down the inside. There we go. It's too wide. Too wide. Oh, look at this. Oh, Brady, hold on to it, son. He does. And Bowden gets the move done. And that has got to be one of the moves of the season. That is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. What a move. Bowden's up into P12. He had some drama at the start of the race. And that is an awesome move. Will Brady return serve? He's got a bit of a dust. Oh, he pitches a wheel. They both pitch a wheel. Who gets to drive out of the corner? It's Bowden. He gets to drive out of the corner. And they start to range up on Foster and Smith as well, down in 10th and 11th. Great battle. And these two have got, really want to see these guys crack on with it in season 2 as we go back to Ryan Howe, real race car driver. He's got some seat time booked in some cars that we can't talk about on stream, but you won't just see this name in the sim world.
Car 99, reminder you have a drive-through penalty for contact with car 420.
Race control just reminding Andrew Smith he does have a drive-through. Ryan Howe starts lap 7. Barnes back out on the track now. Second time through pit lane. Hederscheid is retired. Learjet. He's got the fastest lap of the race. He's up to P6. Noble in tow. So they're doing what these two guys do best in the reverse grid race. They avoid the drama, navigate their way through the pack, and get up into solid points. So our championship elect, Ashley Lear, doing a ripper job, checking in with Jordan Knockolds.
420, you have a drive through, take through 999.
And the Chill Out Motorsport guys, they had a good run at Watkins Glen, an unfortunate race one here, but the reverse grid race has played into their hands. And we just check in, and Chris Barnes there running his drive-through penalty, so really not his race. You see Andrew Smith peel off as well for his drive-through penalty, and Bowden and Brady. This is 10th and 11th spot, but it is on. We haven't seen Brady much this season. He's been caught up in quite a bit of drama. And he's made a return and got unfortunately offloaded in race one. This guy, he's a passionate racer. And that's what we love. We love guys who are all about it. And he is all about it, and he is all over the back of Rob Bowden. This battle isn't over. He pops out. Bowden defends beautifully into the left-hander as they head up the hill. It's lap 8 of 12. And Foster, while these two have been battling, has managed to gap it away a little bit. He's lashed onto the back of Tony Don. And Don will be happy with a top 10 at the moment. Bowden's starting to shake Brady, so it might just come down to how well they manage their tyres towards the last few laps. Save a little bit for the battle at the end. Now crosses the line. Reed not too far behind him. Sammy Collins not too far behind Reed. It's Knockolds, English. Noble just sets the fastest lap of the race with a 121.251. He is absolutely flying out there. In the toe of the Learjet. These guys on the charge, trying to catch English and Knockolds in the Chill Out Motorsport cars. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the final race of the TART Touring Car Championship for 2021. We're on board with Noble, staring ahead at our championship champion-elect, Ashley Lear, who did what he needed to do and took away a P2 in race 1. Which puts them just out of range of everybody in this reverse grid race, as we only offer half points. And this race is currently being led by Ryan Howe, who got offloaded by Scotty Reed, who is in P2 in race 1. Retired the cars, came back for the reverse grid race and gapped it. Sammy Collins having a beautiful run in P3 at the moment. Mr. Podium sitting in the podium position. Chris Noble, all he needs to do is finish 8 points clear of Rob Bowden, and he will take second in the championship from him, pending review of the race 1 incident of Brady McHugh. So the final championship order is not written in stone yet. We have a champion. It's Ashley Lear, and Noble's doing everything that he can do now to put some space between him and Rob Bowden. Ryan Howe leading the race. That might be enough for him to get into range of Bowden and Noble as well, but with no points in race 1, I dare say he is down and out. And he's finally he's been out here before leading a race. Oh, Mr. Harriet, that's not the right way. You're facing the right way now, but you've been busted on live camera, mate. That wasn't the right way to get it into pit lane, but you got a bit of damage there. as he rock up behind Mr. Hitterscheid, who's parked it up for a day. Back up the front, Ryan Howe. From start to finish so far, having an absolutely flawless run. Crosses the line. What's the lap time? 121.263, so he's on the pace, putting a little bit of space between him and Scotty Reed. And here's Brady. Brady's got by Bowden. Brady, oh, gives Foster a bit of a dust up, and he's off after Stridey. So late in the race, Brady had found some extra pace, and that may be just him conserving his pot tyres, giving them a bit of a cool off, letting Bowden get ahead, and now he's made 2 spots. And he's right on the back of Sammy Stride. Brilliant run from Brady here. He's got quite a bit of damage on the front of his car, but it ain't slowing him down. So nice through there. All of the curb on the inside. Ranging it onto the back of Stridey. Absolutely superhuman drive. He hasn't made as many spots as Noble and Learjet, but this has been a beautiful demonstration of racing as Ryan Howe crosses the line to start the final lap. Top 3 remain the same. And does he look? He does. Late on the brakes into the final bend. Does he get it pulled up in time? A little pinch of the wheel and he gets it done, and that's another beautiful move from Brady as he heads into the final lap. P8. Beautiful recovery drive. And Ryan Howe, you deserve this one, mate. You have shown incredible pace all season. You have been our benchmark qualifier. Oh, and the Learjet. Is Learjet going to get a P4 in this race from the back of the grid? Noble's followed him through as well. They've made quick mints of one Chill Out Motorsports car. Will Knockouts hold on for the P4 position. It's a beautiful run from Jordan. If he can hold off these guys, Noble gets it a little bit loose going into the corkscrew, but he pulls it up in time. And he is all over the back of the Learjet. In fact, he starts looking down the inside. He wants all the points he can get. He wants that P2 in the championship. We go back up the front. Ryan Howe, you deserve this one, brother. What a beautiful win. You finally got one to your name. And you did it on the final race of the TART Touring Car Championship. Scotty Reed comes home P2. Sammy Collins P3. Knockouts holds off the advances of Learjet and Noble to take P4. Matty English, he'll be happy with that. He takes the Jandal position. And what a drive from Ryan Howe. We did expect this starting from the front. As we said, our benchmark qualifier. And that man is going to take P4 in the championship. What a race. What an absolute dominating race from Ryan Howe. He didn't have too much to contend with. Reed went a little bit wide. Dropped a position to Sammy Collins, which he did regain quickly. Mr. Ryan Howe is completely out of fuel. What a race. What a season this has been. So much drama. So much fun. And we cut the camera. Let's hide this. There he is. The Learjet. Season 1 championship. Yes, I can't even get it. Jordan Knockoffs showing some appreciation. There's his teammate, Sammy Strott. And Ashley Laird. You have dominated as we look at our top 3 from this race. What a season. Here are your unofficial championship results. Learjet had an ordinary start to the season, but in the back half, he notched up 5 wins, and he is your season 1 champion. Noble, it came down to the final race. He set the fastest lap. He made as many spots as he could. And in the final race of the TART Touring Car Championship, Chris Noble jumps Rob Bowden to take second in the championship. And Rob Bowden, Tank SRT boys, put on a beautiful demonstration. As Night Ride FM turns it up a notch. Yeah, let's ride with this for a bit. Let me shut up. Welcome, boys. Hey, Mike. Just turning down the volume here. Let's start with our winner. Ryan, you finally got one.
I just had to wait till the last race.
Let's be fair, you pissed that one in, didn't you?
Yeah, I was just cruising, to be honest.
Yeah, well, the reverse grid race finally played into your hands and you got a win. But look, yeah, you showed some amazing pace out there. You set in some pretty quick laps even towards the end. So I don't think that you were that was really a representative race of the pace you've shown all season. So looking at the unofficial championship standings, you do come out P4 even after that DNF. So well done, mate. That is an epic season. You were the benchmark qualifier, and well done on the P1.
Cheers, mate.
And someone that you probably reluctantly want to say keep mates with, Scotty. You're live on air now. Any words for Mr. Ryan Howe?
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Scotty, I just want to say you walked away with a P2 there. You were probably looking good for a win in race 1 as well. Mate, we added a little bit more rear drive to the cars in this round. Do you think that the setup has suited you for this one, or have you just unlocked a little bit more potential?
Oh, wait, like, I wasn't really looking that good in practice, and obviously I was practicing for the sprint car event as well, but I don't know, just kind of hooked up tonight. Really got it in, like Casey Stone-like into the corners and the braking. It was just all hooking up.
You were using a lot more of the track than everybody else. It was blatantly noticeable on stream. So, yeah, look, credit to you, mate. We know that you definitely feel very bad about the incident in race 1. And, you know, that's no way to start on the front row for race 2. So, yeah, look, congratulations on the P2. And, mate, it's really awesome to see the speed sort of come from you. And how did you go on your sprint car event? Have you had that yet, or is that up next?
Yeah, I had that earlier today.
How'd you go?
I ran the top 5 for a while, but the track just went away from me in the end. Couldn't really do much, but yeah, still a top 10.
Nice. Well, you're gonna have to juggle these duties into season 2 because we're not letting you go anywhere, mate. You're with us now.
Someone's got to keep it exciting, eh?
Yeah, that's it. Keeping it real. And third on the podium, Sammy Collins.
Hey, mate.
At least you get podiums in this league.
Yeah, I think I got a podium every round that I went in.
You did.
But,
You are Mr. Podium.
Tonight was only because I had a shocker in the first one. But
What happened there? Sorry, you don't want to talk about it. It's all right if you don't want to.
It just, yeah, from start to finish, it was a shocker.
Yeah, no worries. Show me on the car where the bad man hurt you.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't even get to the start line. I'd already hit someone and hit the wall, I think.
Oh, no way. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, reverse grid sorted me out, helped me out a bit.
Yeah.
Couldn't catch Ryan and Scotty, obviously, but Ash didn't get us, so I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it's always a one-up when Ash is always in your rear view, so that's cool, man. Look, congratulations on a podium every round. That's a bloody good effort, and man, we hope to see you next season. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I'll definitely be back. I'll see you next season.
Yeah. All right, Sammy, take care. And Ryan, we'll leave you. We'll stick around and talk to you a little bit later on. Scotty, thanks so much for dropping in. We're going to have a chat with Brady now, and we'll see you in season 2, Scotty.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Catch you up. Brady McHugh, we had to drag you in here, mate. You copy me?
Got you, bud.
Awesome, man. Hey, dude, that was a sick round for you. It was a really unfortunate race 1. What happened there? Did you miss a gear? Did you just get an ordinary exit, or did he come sailing in?
Yeah, like, I think obviously Chris has just gone to do the crisscross, mate, and I kind of stopped it at the apex from being so narrow. So, fair enough. He's just tried to do the crisscross, and I'm just getting on the power because I had it stopped at the apex there. So a bit unlucky, mate. But I was just shocked to be on the front row. I kind of didn't have any pace in practice, but managed to pull out a lap in quali, and it was a good race. Other than that, mate.
We're stoked to have you back because you've got so much pace to burn. Every time you come out, you set the fastest lap of the race, for sure. And, you've come back and, man, honestly, you've blown us away with a little bit of racecraft in race 2 as well. That was really awesome to see. So, a big bounce back for you because that racing in race 2 was awesome, man. That between you and Bowden, unreal.
Yeah, me and Bowden went back and forth for a while there, and then obviously we had Edward Foster there and Stridey as well. So, mate, I'll definitely be back for season 2. I've got to go buy myself a shifter. I've been driving this thing with the paddles.
Yeah, it's not the way to do it, is it? you gotta have the full beans.
Yeah, and heel and toe with the paddles, it's got to be so accurate, and I keep missing gears. So I think I'll go and pull my finger out and buy a Fanatec shifter or something.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Make sure you bring a teammate along as well, because I do feel like this is becoming a bit of a team sport.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm noticing a lot of similar liveries out there, and you can definitely get yourself in a bit of a sandwich, which isn't ideal sometimes.
Yeah, that's it. You need a rear gunner, much like Ryan Howe's been running rear gunner for Chris Noble all season A. Ryan.
Yeah, a bit of teamwork going on in there.
Hey Brady, no, that was a sick race. Nice to see you gain some spots and showing a bit of shake and bake on Rob Bowden as well, one of our top 3 for the season. So we'll see you in season 2, brother. Thanks for sticking around to chat.
Cheers, brother. Cheers.
All right, let's bring them in. I know you guys are probably in big conversation. Before we talk to the man of the moment, let's talk to Chris Noble.
G'day, mate.
Hey, well done. Well done. It took to the very last race, but you've jumped Rob Bowden and you've taken P2 in the championship.
I definitely needed that, didn't I?
You did. Otherwise, I'd sled you for a very long time.
I almost would have lost P3 if Ryan got me in that race, so yeah, I needed a good result.
Yeah, no, you've only just pipped him, so you got the fastest lap of the race, which doesn't calculate it officially. But yeah, and then we'll obviously go back and investigate that incident in turn 1. Sounds like it was a little bit of a racing incident between the two of you, but we will go back and review that one. How are you feeling about going into that review? You think you're going to walk away with a racing incident, or is there a little bit of a stain on that move?
Oh, in all honesty, it probably was my fault more than his. I did try and put him in the right direction, but I kind of made it worse, didn't I?
It did look a little bit ugly on stream, but yeah, you gave it a red hot go, and that's what we love. So, yeah, look, we'll do some crunching and review it with our DSO, and whether it's a penalty or not, you're walking away with a second or third in the championship. So, well done, mate. I might even calculate some team points for you.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, just so you can, have one on the aggressor team.
Oh, you know how team points get me excited?
I do.
We've heard.
All right, let's talk to him. Ashley Lair. G'day, mate.
G'day.
Congratulations, dude. I get to make a trophy.
Thanks.
I get to make a little trophy for you. Are you gonna be okay with a naked Millhouse up on your shelf?
Oh, I suppose I can deal with that. Any trophy's better than no trophy.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, mate, you had a ripper day of racing and taking wins and in the karting, and now you're here in the sim world and you've just taken away our return season. So, yeah. Maybe talk us a little bit through your season, mate. I know I've been saying that you had an ordinary start. Was it really that much of an ordinary start?
Only really one ordinary round. Like Daytona was okay. I nearly won that feature race, but yeah, Chris pipped me at the line there. And I think the second round was Road Atlanta, was it? No, it was a really bad round.
Yep, there was a
I think
shocker.
I crashed out in race 1, and then heat 2, my internet dropped out, and basically crashed out again there.
Yep.
And pretty much from mid-Ohio on, it was not too bad. I sort of won 3 races in a row for the features, I reckon, and sort of had good points in the reverse grids.
Yep.
Sort of put everything back on track again.
Yeah, it really did. So you cleared everyone by about 200 points in the end. So even after everything, it was a very close championship. But hard to argue against 5 wins. That's an impressive feat considering the talent in here. And yeah, well done, man. Really, really well done.
I couldn't quite add to it this round, but geez, them top 4 in the race 1 were quick. Until obviously a couple of them crashed out and I ended up second. But yeah, I couldn't catch those boys, so I wasn't just sitting there, I was trying.
No, really quick. So yeah, no, that's awesome. And considering you make the tunes as well, you couldn't even tune it to your advantage. They just walked away from you. So I think maybe them convincing you to put a little bit more rear drive on it.
I might have to. It's got a little bit more than the last couple of rounds. I might need a bit more, make it a bit harder to drive.
Yeah, I reckon, mate. I reckon we do that. But hey, look, mate, you've been really awesome through the season, helping us out with the tunes and getting involved with the community and everything like that. And yeah, man, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to call you the champion of this season. Will you run the number 1 on your car for next season for me?
I haven't decided whether I should do that or not. Some people think it's bad luck, don't they?
Yeah, some people do. I reckon you sit on it, mate. It would be pretty cool to see the number 1 out there. But hey, all good. Congratulations, man, and congratulations, Alpha Racing Team. You clearly are the team's championship. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Thanks, Mikey.
You teamed real good. Good teaming.
Yeah.
The trophy for that is 2 Millhouses, one giving the other a reach around.
Oh,
Enjoy that one.
Uncle Davey, the guy who does all our spreadsheets, says congratulations, mate. Excellent season to all involved. We had a few stream dramas tonight, so it's going to be a hard wank watching it back. Ash, I know that you guys loved watching it back and hearing me talk all these lovely things about you, but I was a pretty salty bear, to be honest, for the first race. I couldn't get into it. But yeah, no, it's just we're still figuring things out, and we thought we got the replays and everything done, and then the SDK decided that I wasn't allowed to control anything. So yeah, we've been running with some dramas, but we got there. We got a stream up, we got the races run and done, and we have a champion. So all good. Now I can forget about this for a month.
It was definitely enjoyable. Anyway, I certainly enjoyed the whole series.
I'm glad, man.
It's great.
I'm glad. I'm stoked to be doing it. I've got a great crew. Yeah. Anyway, before I suck everybody off, I'm going to kick you out now so I can talk to James.
Well, good. We'll catch you later.
See you, Mikey. Thanks for putting on the...
Oh, no dramas, man. Anything for you, Chris. You name
I love
it.
you, mate.
Oh, I love you too, mate.
The practice season champion.
Exactly.
he left.
I kicked him out so we could sledge him. He put in more laps than anybody else, and yeah. We'll be back next week with the Thrillies. So awards night, where we're just going to run through some stats with Mr. Uncle Davey, who's watching at the moment. Some of the weird anomalies and things like that, and we're going to put on a couple of fun races in the background just so we can send the year out with a bit of a laugh.
Sounds good.
Sweet. All right, guys, get out of here. Bye.
See ya.
Boy.
Well, I've been talking too much shit today, and I've been a grumpy little bum with this one. I'm ready to put all of this in the bin. What do you reckon, man?
Yep. Yeah, let's let's offload, dump it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got it
take
done.
a few weeks off.
Yeah,
and,
take a few weeks off. I'm gonna go sit on a beach somewhere and pretend
drink
like.
some fucking eggnog.
Yeah,
There you
drink
go.
some-
Yeah, he dropped the first F-bomb of the night.
That was not the first F-bomb. I totally
Was it
said
not?
fuck. Oh, I'm sure I said fuck earlier. That's alright. I think I said shit anyway. It's all good. It's alright. Play
My
safe.
first F-bomb. No.
Oh,
cool.
well done. First F-bomb.
Yeah, me. I talk like a sailor.
We've held it down
Yeah.
alright.
We've done good. Yeah, look, I'm pretty proud of what we've achieved this season. You know, it's a monster effort.
Yeah.
I can't take too much credit. You've pulled together everything. This is your little creative palette, and it's been an honor to work alongside you again on something like this. It's been a lot of fun. Had a lot of awesome racing out there this season, and I can only imagine it's only going to get better next season if we can just sort out replays and overlay issues and everything, and actually put on a show. Just the nuances of our setup and the way we want to run is not the way SDK and most broadcast teams work. So we're just got to try to work that out and sit down with them in the off season, and we'll work it out, and we'll be back next season with all the bells and whistles, I hope.
Well, I mean, I think we put ourselves under a lot of pressure to make something really awesome, because we're both, we love attention to detail and making everything look as good as, we can. So it's probably not as frustrating to anyone watching. They probably don't even realize what we're frustrated at. But yeah, no, it's awesome, man. Like I said to Lee, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have Lee and yourself and Burley, helping out, and obviously Mr. Scholes as well, who stepped in to help for the final round. Yeah, it's just about having the right people, and the rest is just easy. So, awesome.
If we can continue to inspire other leagues out there to duplicate our format, I think it's great seeing the Audis getting popular again. One of the hardest cars in the game that nobody ever wants to drive. Camel Series is a dead series yet. Funnily enough, that car seems to be showing up a lot since we've started this. It's wonderful. And barbecue cam,
I love barbecue cam.
the amount of original thinkers in the sim racing world in this part of the country is it's fascinating. I think big shout out to you, mate, for everything you do. It's a good way to finish off the season. Congratulations to Ash on winning, to the Alpha Boys for winning practice and showing up every round. And putting solid points together, and everyone who's participated this season, like, everyone's been part of it, everyone's made it what it is, and
100%.
I'm very grateful for everyone showing up.
Well, I mean, are you looking the audit? We had 40 people enter the series, and we got a high rate of attrition there towards the end as the championship sort of fell out of their clutches. But the package is there. And this is definitely how I want to spend my Sundays. So, not for the next 5 weeks. I'm going to a beach or something, because fuck this. It's a lot of hard work. It is, but it's a lot of fun. But yeah, look, thank you to everyone who's been a part of it. Thanks to all the teams. Thank you to you, James. Lee Partridge, who couldn't be here. Let's sign off on that one. We'll see you in 2022.
See you guys.